What's up, YouTube? It's your breaking title, and I'm back. Before we get through it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you always watch the full video.
Of the 5 convicted killers of Foolio, one would stand out amongst the others, and that is none other than Davion Murphy. This same man who went on the run the longest amount of time, was jumping online to talk shit to his ops, is laughing in the courtroom, and now they're saying he's too dumb for the death penalty. If you purchase
That's crazy, boy. That's crazy as shit. Again, as a nigga who reacts to a lot of this type of events and shit, like police, I watch documentaries, all type of stuff. It'd be crazy how somebody can do crazy crime, right? And then because they're not smart enough to fully understand what's going on, no, we can't proceed. He's not smart enough. He was smart enough to go do what he did though.
Is a proud gang member. He is a walking billboard of 1200. It's indelibly imprinted all over his body, from the 1200 on the back of his neck and his upper traps, all over his body, with the members of 1200 who have been murdered or killed. Sh0t Murphy, sending out the next day.
We say Prosper and Junior G Day today, 187 days.
Was barely afternoon, and he's posting his motive in this murder, throwing props to Prosper and Junior, Get Back Day. They are the 187 babies. And we all remember what 187 stands for, right? The California statute for murder. You remember this slide, and you see Mr. Murphy. We saw still shots of Mr. Murphy there. He's throwing an upside down 6 and a bully down sign. And those videos that he was in with numerous other gang members, including Wappa and Spinabins. And then Mr. Chance up on the top left, an ATK member. Mr. Gathrights photo is in there only to show that he is associated to.
I think age, boy, nigga. I would disappear if I was you. I would not disappear, but I'd go on my Sh0t tick, bro. That nigga Sh0t releasing music and nobody know where the fuck he at. I would go do that.
That gang and has allegiance to them. Again, you cannot consider it as an aggravating factor with him. Mr. Chance posts his motive right after the murder, earlier than Sh0t Murphy. We see Tilly, his good friend that was murdered just hours before the attempted murder on Charles Jones in October of 23, the murder that Mr. Chance's best friend and buddy, Sean Gathright, is connected to, and the evidence. And we see Mr. Chance sitting there in that back seat with a ghost over his mouth. Mr. Chance throwing 1200 signs. Mr. Chance with his bully down sign. You remember, Ms. Doherty made a great point in her closing statements. It's up in an area of his bedroom. First thing he'll see in the morning, last thing he'll see at night, in a place where a lot of people will put a crucifix or some other religious symbol. And we don't need to guess at Mr. Chance's motives. This is him speaking directly to other members of his gang, ATK. Who's faking it?
What? I've been quitting I don't be saying shit because I know what's going on, who's faking, who not, who real, who really contributing to the war, and who didn't man gone. Well, I can count on one hand who fucking sliding and who doesn't. You niggas are dumb. Dumb. You're literally putting all this on the internet. The internet, nigga. That's how you know this people are slow. Cause like once people learn, even though they was leaving anyway, but like when it came to the church phone, once people realized that hey, the police can listen to what you're saying on the church phone, people stopped talking about this shit. Cause people even put it in a song, talking about that work on that church phone, nigga, you dead wrong, or nigga, you dead wrong, something like that. But talking about the internet on some that the government can easily see. Especially when it's not even like this is in your close friends. This is on a regular Instagram story that any old police officer can go make a profile and go follow you.
Who not? Who really contributed to the war? I can count on one hand who effing sliding and done killed shit and who don't, or who didn't, boy. What the F? I'm talking about confirmed kills, bitch. Let's be for real.
And then he's put that. I'm talking about confirmed ones.
And he's speaking directly about his anger, if you remember the other slide, about nobody doing nothing about Tilly.
Now again, they're basically giving all of the motives that these young men, well, I don't know if Davion's young, but Sean's young and Isaiah's young, and the girl's young. The motive behind them killing Foolio. They're posting all their dead homies, everybody that Foolio was dissing. But Davion just takes shit to a whole nother level. Because as his co-defendants were found guilty, this man can just be seen laughing, going through pages of whatever this is. And, you know, as we all know, Sean cried when he was found guilty. This one, Rashad looked shocked. Isaiah didn't really react at all.
And because again, when you do something because you wanted to do it, and you accept that reason and the consequences, this is your reaction. They didn't do something because they wanted to do something. They were doing something because they had to play this tough guy role. And now they see the consequence of that tough guy role. This nigga don't care. I knew what I was doing. I accepted what I was doing. I accept the consequences. It is what it is. Take me back to my cell. Again, when you accept the thing, you do something because you wanted to do it. Not because you're trying to play role and try to make somebody else think and believe that you're tough. And you know that you're not. That's them. They wanted him and everybody else from 12 to know, hey, nigga, we bought this, nigga. What? Nigga, we ready to slide, nigga. What? That nigga like, nigga, we gonna do this. From 1200 to ATK, whatever the gang is. They know. Like, nigga, I need y'all to trust and believe that I'm really with this. Go home. When they go home, man, I hope the homies don't call me today.
And you could just tell Davion is not all the way there, or he's just that committed to the gang. He's happy to throw away his life. Look at the comments. He's keeping it solid. Don't let them see you cry. He don't give one fuck. He laughing because it hurt, cried as soon as he got to that cell. We don't know that. But Davion is coming off as a cold killer. This is the same man that was in the interrogation room doing all the little signs that they were saying was basically acting out the murder that he committed. Now this guy right here is some mad scientist, doctor, whatever the fuck, and he's apparently the one responsible for deciding whether or not Davion should be put to death based on his IQ and things that happened to him growing up. I don't really see how that has anything to do with the fact that he...
I do. Again, I had to explain it to a homie because this nigga didn't understand. He thought like soon, it's like, all right, if you commit a crime, we say you unalive somebody. That's it. No. It does not work like that, bro. It's many different many different aspects to the crime. Where was that? Who you did it to? Is one person innocent, boy or girl? What if it's different races? Whether a religious thing, whether a race hate thing, whether a sexual orientation type of crime, like all these different factors. Does this person do it because they're mentally not there all the way? Whether they have been through X amount of crazy things when they were a kid, and if they didn't go through them, they wouldn't have ended up this way. Like, that's a lot of different aspects when it comes to crime that you commit. Trust me, I'm not the smartest nigga ever, but I pay attention.
Went and assassinated Foolio, but let's listen to what the doctor says.
Yes, I did.
Approximately, was that in person?
It was face-to-face, correct.
Face-to-face. At the jail?
At the Hillsborough jail.
And approximately how many times did you meet with him face-to-face?
7 times.
And when you met with him those 7 times, was he cooperative?
He was always cooperative.
Did he do what you asked of him to do?
He performed every task. Never had any problems in terms of saying that he was tired or he didn't want to do it or he said no. He was very cooperative.
All right, so very cooperative, understood everything you were saying, didn't tell you he was too tired. Fry that boy. That means he's fucking got enough common sense to know what the fuck he's got going on, right? So that means he knew how to travel from Jacksonville to Tampa to track a motherfucker at the club to try to figure out what beat.
And plus, by not being just, if it was just only him, that would all play a factor, Jake, because they were like, all right, nigga, you were smart enough to do all of that. But no, they were like, oh, no, these other people helped him do that.
B and this and that and yada yada, and then get out of the car with a big old stick and pull up and then get away and brag about it. Now, if he wasn't able,
Somebody smart was like, all right, if he was smart, he wouldn't have been in the integration room doing this. He would have did it on his own. Like, they can use that shit to their advantage. Like, he's not smart enough. That's why it's more than one person. Because if it was just him by himself, that shows intelligent and intent. By being more than one person, oh, he's slow. These other people, they're smarter than him. They helped him do this.
well, to have a constructive conversation with you or form his words because he's just out of there, you know what I'm saying, smelling his own shit and in the cell and wilding out, then it's like, okay, yeah, he seems to need to go somewhere else. But if he can do all the basic things, then how are you gonna let this slide?
And he was shackled, but even under those circumstances, he was cooperative, willing to talk. Never gave us a problem in terms of saying I'm too tired, I don't want to. He's quitting. That never happened.
This guy is the most boring person I've ever heard talk in my fucking life. So I'm just gonna skip to the part where he talks about Davion basically being retarded.
Serena Bloomfield did some psychological testing. He was given the WISC for children, the Wexler Adult Intelligence Scale for Children, and he obtained a full-scale IQ score of 81, 10th percentile, the low average range of intellectual functioning.
Tell us, maybe in layman's terms, what that means. What
That mean that boy dumb. In GTA, and I'm on Twitch.
does that mean?
It's a low score. 100 is the average.
Damn.
81 is at the 10th percentile. If someone scores 100 on an IQ, that means that's 50 percentile of the population. It's either better or worse. This is at the lower. In other words, 90% of the population is better, 10% is lower. Because of his low score.
Hey, imagine you in a courtroom for killing somebody and this motherfucker's up there saying 90% of the world is smarter than you, bro. That shit'll make me want to catch another one.
Oh god.
His low score across all
His lawyers are planning into this role too. That's why they told him to do this. Look down, look confused. Don't look at them with smart. Look off to the side.
academic areas, he then was entitled to be placed in a variety of different programs.
Fuck out of here.
Tell us about some of those programs.
So he was eligible to be placed in exceptional student education, that's called ESE. He was diagnosed
That's special ed.
with attention deficit disorder combined.
They're talking about putting him in the slow classes. This is like the roast,
That's special ed. I was in special ed, bro. I know. I was in it because I was in it because I dissed a lot, and then I was a nigga who came. I was like the class clown. I really didn't care, bro. I truly did not care at all, bro. I came to school with a pen and a notepad, and the notepad was just to get phone numbers. That was it. I didn't have a phone. I come from a real struggle, bro. Like real struggle. Like washing your clothes out in the sink. You as a kid doing it in the sink. with the soap and water because ain't no dishwashing liquid or ain't no laundry detergent. So you're literally using hand soap to wash out a shirt and drawers and shit in the sink. I come from that. So yeah. So when they come to school, nigga, I knew most time a nigga wasn't smelling good, so nigga, therefore, nigga, most time I didn't want to go in the classroom. I'm being dead ass honest with y'all, bro.
Comedy roast of Davion Murphy.
Type, that's ADHD, global academic delay, nonverbal learning disabilities, that's NVLD, and specific learning disabilities, that's SLD.
So basically, Davion was as slow as they come. And I mean, we all went to high school with kids like that just don't have any common fucking sense. I've been in prison and you see plenty of them. That's where they all end up. A whole bunch of grown-ass 30 and 40-year-old men acting like they're still 17, doing whatever the fuck they want. And what I don't agree with about what this guy is doing is this guy is like, look, he's too slow to get the death penalty, yada yada, as if we should show sympathy. But homie, you're not gonna be the one that gets put in a cell with Davion when he wants to stop wilding out and doing all this extra shit. It ain't gonna be you. He's not gonna be your neighbor. He ain't gonna be.
It's true. That's what I said before. About I gave like a short, quick story time about jail. I was in jail. It was a guy who was 18, right? He came in and like I was 18 too, so therefore and we got cool. So therefore, but he was like he switched dorms or asked for a transfer because somebody in his dorm was getting a manhood took, right? So like, and that shit happened because it's the county where I was at, and then it's the prison where the big crimes are at. But you gotta think about it. When it comes to the county, you're in the county because you're waiting until you go to trial, until you go to court, and therefore then you get your time, and then you gotta wait, then you go up to the big house. And then sometimes when it comes to court, still the people in the big house gotta come down to the county so they can go to court. And that's how shit ended up happening.
In your neighborhood, he's gonna be on a prison block, and with the inmates that can function in society and do have some form of high IQs,
he's gonna be right there with him.
They don't want to be around this motherfucker.
Like, nigga.
No, I don't want to be that guy.
I swear. Another little small story time. I'm in jail, right? And if you've been in jail, you're another. It's like it's the holding cell, the tank where you're at. And in the for the bathroom, for the toilet, it's like a little counter thing that blocks it. So I'm in this cell. It's like 6, 7 of right here, and it's a one guy who's sitting on the counter thing eating toothpaste. You're not even supposed to swallow that shit, bro. Like that's why when you brush your teeth, you spit it out because you're not supposed to swallow it. And this nigga was sitting there. This is not no candy. It's not no candy. This is not the 90s. Nigga, this is 2000 something. This is probably like, I don't even know, 2017 some shit. Nigga, he's right there. This is looking off into nothing, eating toothpaste, and we gotta be in the cell with this man. Get him up out of here with us.
But I don't know what type of lifestyle this man has lived. It seems like he's a academic scholar, whatever the fuck, and he's gonna break down a point in time where Davion got shot and how traumatic this experience was and how it could have altered the chemistry within his brain to make him want get back, sir. That's what the fuck he wanted. Get back, sir. He's big 1200, sir. He didn't get shot and just get disabled. He been all the way retarded, and he clearly sought revenge and got it.
January 11th of 2017. Anything of significance on that day?
17, I just said that again.
So he was taken by fire rescue to Shands, Jacksonville after suffering a gunshot wound to the groin with rupture of the corpus cavernosum of his penis without urethral injury. So the bullet remained in his lateral thigh tissue. Surgery was performed and he was healed well.
So according to my
Got
math,
shot in his pee-pee. Got shot in his pee-pee.
my calculations, David would have been about 20 years old.
Correct.
And then anything of significance in February of 2017?
So February 1st of 2017 is just a few weeks after this previous trauma to the groin and to the penis from a gunshot wound. He was.
I'm sorry, Davion got shot in the dick?
Yeah, that's
He got shot
wild,
in the...
bro. That's wild. All right, bro. You out of hey. Nigga, that's what me, nigga. What are you doing? Like, hey, sir, you don't need to tell everybody that. Damn.
Johnson. I don't even think Davion... That is crazy. Davion got his meat shot off.
I don't think it was shot off because they did say surgery, no damage to the urethral tube, I guess. So I mean, he's able to pee. But then again, they might. Because the bullet hole is like that big, bro. Like, unless you like that big. So I'm just saying. Pause, but I'm just saying.
This doctor just, no fucking wonder he wanted revenge.
You probably got him all chopped off, bro. Because that's fucked up.
And the look on his face. The look on his face.
No, they told him to do this. They told him to do this. When I was in jail, my public defender said I had a good public defender, so she was like, "Don't stare at the person that that's coming here trying to testify against you. Don't look at them. Look everywhere else. Don't look innocent. Basically, don't look at them. Because you look at them directly in the face and everything. Mind you, this nigga was lying anyway. He for sure was lying, but he came in and said, they asked him, do you see the guy who robbed you in court? He said, the only thing I remember is a short black guy. That's it.
Thinking about what is missing. Damn.
Involved in a motor vehicle accident after a police chase, and he was taken to the emergency room at Shands, Jacksonville. Records report a Glasgow Coma scale of 13 out of a possible 15.
What does that mean?
So when an individual is faced with trauma, so they are assessed on the Glasgow Coma scale. The Glasgow Coma scale deals with very basic orientation, motor, verbal functioning.
Again, I don't know what bro's talking about. This shit is so boring to listen to unless he's talking about the funnier shit. I mean, the difference is night and day with this guy, bro. And if we've now figured out that, he was in all the slow classes, he was apparently getting Social Security for being slow, his mom was getting a check off of him, he got shot in his manhood, and obviously that put him on a set course for fucking revenge. He's laughing at his co-defendants. I mean, look at Rashad. Rashad broke down crying.
He made it. He was the champion for that state in his age group, whatever she had in.
Now
He's just breaking down in the courtroom.
Because he know it's over, bruh. He knows it's over. 2, he understands the consequence of what he done. 3, like I said, he didn't want to do this. He thought he had to do it. And then 4, like nigga, he's probably not as tough as the other nigga. The other nigga probably finna be in here fighting. He probably there to fight. He don't care. This nigga probably, nigga, I ain't finna get no boom boom no more. I can't call no girl. I can't go to the store. I can't see my people. I'm here for life. It's gonna take him some years to adjust to. I'm never going home.
Davion's just not giving a fuck. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This man ain't got no sense. Still, to this day. Doesn't give a fuck about nothing. The only time you've seen him look sad is when the doctor said 90% of the planet is smarter than him and he got shot in his manhood. That's about it. So in my humble opinion, if I was on that jury and they said, do you think he qualifies for death or life? I'll be honest, I would say death. I don't see a purpose in keeping certain people alive. Because I've been to prison and I've seen who's functioning and who's not, who's just wilding, doing.
I think most time they only keep people alive because it just feel fucked to unalive people. And then two, it's always still a possibility of something coming out to where this person might have been innocent. And then what? That'd be the only thing. Like I said, like even for people who do shit to say people who's taking people's livelihood, right? If it's guaranteed without a shadow of a doubt, that's why I say without a shadow of a doubt that this person did what they're being accused of. They need to get up out of here. We do not need them on this earth. But some things are not without a shadow of a doubt. Because sometimes human beings be lying.
Doing more shit inside of there, causing more hell for everyone else, getting us locked down, this and that. You know, you can't, in prison, you can't make any money when you're around the crazy, violent people because the whole dorm is getting raided. They're looking for the knives. They end up finding whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get around some get money people that know how to do time. And you can tell Davion isn't going to do time. The time is going to do him. But hey, it's 10:90.
Yeah, that's for sure. Again, people, I said before, if you're going to do something, make sure you're doing it because you want to do it. Not because you're trying to prove how tough you are to somebody else, bro. And that's why, again, the streets are dumb. Because most of the people who are in the street are trying to prove how tough they are to somebody else. And that's weird.